Rain. It sustains life. From the lush rainforests to the arid deserts, every drop is precious. It nourishes our crops, replenishes our rivers, and quenches our thirst. Without rain, our planet would be a barren wasteland. For millennia, rain has been a symbol of life, purity, and renewal. We've celebrated its arrival, danced in its embrace, and built civilizations around its presence. But what happens when this life-giving force turns destructive? When the very rain that sustains us becomes a threat to our environment and our health? This is the tragedy of acid rain. It silently corrodes our history, eating away at monuments that have stood for centuries. A silent threat, it falls from the sky, disguised as ordinary rain. But this rain carries with it a hidden danger unseen to the naked eye. But its impact is far from benign. It seeps into the soil, poisoning the very ground that nurtures life. Acid rain is a stark reminder of our impact on the delicate balance of nature. The skies, once clear and blue, now carry the weight of our industrial activities. Imagine a forest once vibrant and teeming with life, now stripped bare by acid rain. The trees, once green and lush, now stand as skeletal remains of their former glory. Or a lake, once crystal clear, now lifeless and acidic. The fish that once thrived in its waters are now gone, victims of this invisible killer. These are the devastating consequences of this hidden threat. Landscapes that were once full of life are now barren and desolate. But acid rain doesn't just harm the environment, it affects us all. As we walk through the rain, we are unaware of the silent damage it causes. It contaminates our water sources, damages our buildings, and erodes the very infrastructure we rely on, and even impacts our health. The pollutants that cause acid rain can lead to respiratory problems and other serious health issues, reminding us that we are not immune to its effects. Acid rain occurs when sulfur dioxide, or SO2, and nitrogen oxides, or NOx, are released into the atmosphere. These pollutants are primarily emitted from industrial processes, power plants, and vehicle exhausts. When these gases are released, they rise high into the atmosphere where they undergo complex chemical reactions. These pollutants, primarily from human activities, react with water, oxygen, and other substances to form sulfuric and nitric acids. This transformation is facilitated by sunlight, which accelerates the chemical reactions. The resulting acids then combine with atmospheric moisture, creating acidic precipitation. These acids then mix with rainwater, making it more acidic than normal. This acidic rain can fall to the ground in the form of rain, snow, fog, or even dust. The impact of acid rain is not limited to the immediate area where the pollutants are released. It can travel long distances, affecting regions far from the source of the pollution. While clean rain has a slightly acidic pH of around 5.6, acid rain can have a pH as low as 4.0, similar to the acidity of vinegar. This significant drop in pH levels indicates a much higher concentration of hydrogen ions, which can have harmful effects on the environment. This increased acidity has dire consequences for the environment. Acid rain can leach essential nutrients from the soil, such as calcium and magnesium, which are vital for plant growth. The loss of these nutrients weakens plants, making them more susceptible to disease, extreme weather, and other environmental stresses. It leaches essential nutrients from the soil, damages trees and plants, and can even affect agricultural productivity. Crops exposed to acid rain may have reduced yields and poorer quality, impacting food supply and economic stability in affected regions, and acidifies lakes and streams, making them uninhabitable for aquatic life. The increased acidity can lead to the death of fish and other aquatic organisms, disrupting entire ecosystems. This not only affects biodiversity, but also the livelihoods of communities that depend on these water bodies for fishing and recreation. The primary culprit behind acid rain is human activity. The burning of fossil fuels, particularly coal, in power plants and industrial facilities releases vast amounts of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides into the atmosphere. Vehicle emissions are another significant source of these pollutants. Every time we drive a car, truck, or bus, we contribute to the problem. Even seemingly innocuous activities like agriculture contribute to acid rain. The use of nitrogen-based fertilizers releases ammonia into the atmosphere, which can also form nitric acid. Section 5. Nature's fury. While human activities are the primary driver of acid rain, natural events can also contribute to the problem. Volcanic eruptions, for instance, release large amounts of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. Lightning strikes can also produce nitrogen oxides. While these natural sources are less significant than human activities, they still play a role in the formation of acid rain. It's a sobering reminder that even in the face of nature's power, our actions have far-reaching consequences. Section 6. The destructive power of acid rain. The effects of acid rain are widespread and devastating. This environmental phenomenon, caused by the release of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides into the atmosphere, leads to the formation of acidic compounds that fall back to Earth in the form of rain, snow, or fog. Forests, once vibrant and teeming with life, are stripped bare as acid rain leaches essential nutrients from the soil and damages tree foliage. The loss of these nutrients weakens trees, making them more susceptible to disease, extreme weather, and pests. Lakes and streams, once crystal clear, become acidic and lifeless, unable to support fish, insects, or other aquatic life. The increased acidity disrupts the delicate balance of aquatic ecosystems, leading to the decline of many species and the collapse of entire food chains. Historic buildings and monuments made of limestone and marble are slowly eroded by the corrosive effects of acid rain. The acid reacts with the minerals in the stone, causing it to weaken and crumble over time, erasing centuries of history and culture. Acid rain also impacts human health. The pollutants that cause acid rain can lead to the formation of fine particulate matter, which, when inhaled, can penetrate deep into the lungs and bloodstream. It can contaminate drinking water sources, leading to respiratory problems, cardiovascular disease, and other health issues. The presence of heavy metals and other toxins in the water can have long-term health effects, particularly for vulnerable populations such as children and the elderly. Section 7. Combating acid rain. The good news is that we can combat acid rain. By reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and transitioning to cleaner sources of energy like solar, wind, and hydropower, we can significantly reduce sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide emissions. Implementing stricter emission regulations for power plants, factories, and vehicles is crucial. Catalytic converters in cars, for instance, have been instrumental in reducing nitrogen oxide emissions. Promoting energy efficiency measures like public transportation, electric vehicles, and energy-efficient appliances is also essential. Section 8. A call for action. Acid rain is a stark reminder of our interconnectedness with the environment. Our actions have consequences that extend far beyond our immediate surroundings. We must act now to reduce our impact and protect our planet for future generations. It's time to embrace clean energy, reduce our emissions, and work together to ensure that the rain that falls from our skies is a source of life, not destruction. The future of our planet depends on it.